This is a Big Facts Network exclusive.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Stripclub Conversations. I'm your host, Boy Toy, and today I have a special guest. I know y'all always say I'll be inviting all my friends, but yes, it's another friend. Allure is in the building. Isn't she cute? I love your hair.
Thank you.
And your eyebrows. I've been looking at you all day.
Thank you.
You look so pretty.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming. I didn't have to beg. I didn't have to ask a lot. She was just like, bitch, I've been told you I'll come. Whenever you need me to, I'm there. Sure. And that's what happened. Thank you. She is, let me say this though, she's very enlightened on a lot of things. So we're not going to do a lot of old school, gossip, stripper talk. She really wants to focus more on like where she is now in life. And it's kind of, it's a big deal because she helps me. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning how to put things out of my mind, clear my aura, and, just meditate.
For sure.
Living my own energy, living my own light. So that's something we talk about. We also are gym mates whenever I'm there.
Yes. We need you back.
She's there all the time. Even when I reached out to ask to come, because some people you'll ask, like, where you go to gym at or where you do X, Y, and Z at, and they be like, they'll, you know what I'm saying? They'll act funny. She never act funny from the rip. She was just like, bitch, come up here, this, that, and the third.
Right now.
And I came, and she don't pressure me like, you can go hard, you can do this. She do her shit, I do my shit, and we happy to see each other because we do get to see each other because we know each other, and then we out. So I love you, Allure, and I'm glad you're here.
I love you more, for sure.
What you want to talk about today?
We could talk about anything. I'm open.
Where did we first meet?
I think you were working at this club. It's not open now, but it was called Pleasers. And me and a friend came in and we got some dances, and I guess we just had this connection that never ended. Because, I don't think we ever really got into it before.
Ever?
Yeah, we...
No, because you, stay to yourself a lot. You were best friend... Well, you were friends with my best friend at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a different type of aura, you get from a person. Because if your friend like them, then it's like, okay, that's her friend. Something special about this person. But you always been real cool and laid back and to yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I know other people you ran with too, but you kind of to yourself.
For sure.
Did you like dancing?
Pretty much. I did because, it was a lot of freedom.
Amen.
It was a whole lot of freedom. I got to meet very interesting people that I'm still, connected to now. It was just a really good experience for me.
Okay.
I learned a lot. I became who I am now.
Did it grow you up?
It did.
Yeah.
It really did.
I feel that too in a lot of ways. Well, I don't know your background, childhood or things of that nature, but certain things do tend to grow you up pretty fast. But when we were dancing, what I would say growing up is because we were kind of young and still on our own. You know what I'm saying? No guidance, nobody to tell you don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
You had to really learn it on your own, or you picked it up from your friends,
right?
That had been through some shit and they hey, don't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you doing it, and you had to learn the hard way. Don't ever do that again.
Yeah, the lesson.
Yeah. Have you ever had some don't do that again moments?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite a few. Quite a few. But those lessons basically sharpened my awareness and just helped me understand that, who I really was at that time. Because during that time, dancers in Atlanta were very popular.
Yep.
Guys would come here just to see, certain individuals, certain, dancers. And the clubs that I worked at was, packed.
Yep. All the time.
Yeah, all the time,
But it was packed with locals too, a lot.
Yeah.
It's like Atlanta was its own little hub.
Right.
We didn't need all the outside stuff like we have now. Like
Right.
all these people from out of town, this person, that person. Like you really knew the people you knew what side of town they were from.
Right.
You could mention them to somebody else about, he from the south side or he from
Right.
the it was like a smaller hub where you knew who had money, you knew this, you knew that, you knew who fuck with who.
Yeah.
It was just different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was a lot of money. It was a lot of people to meet. And then it started to pour in with all the people from out of town or famous
Right.
people or rich people. And
Right.
you get pulled into that situation
That
too.
part.
Yeah.
Working in the downtown area, I felt like you were more subject to meeting someone that came from another.
So I like that you say
state
that.
or country.
In the downtown area, what
Yeah.
club did you work at in the downtown?
I worked at Dancers Elite. It's no
Okay.
longer here. but-
Okay.
yeah, that it was a very small, discreet, pretty much anything goes
Type of club.
yeah, type of club.
Yeah.
So it, drew in a lot of people from all over.
And it's downtown.
Yeah,
In the city.
for sure. Next, close to Georgia's Tech. Yeah.
Yep. I remember Dancers Elite.
Marietta
I forgot
Street.
all about Dancers
Yeah,
Elite.
Right.
I wonder what is that building now?
It's
like
housing for Georgia Tech.
shut up. Well,
Yep. So
housing for Georgia Tech.
Yeah, that was the
So they
time.
had to buy it from the owner.
Yeah,
I wonder how much did they sell that for?
I know, right? That was a lot of history.
Why I thought you worked at
Yeah.
Kamal's.
I did. I worked at Platinum 21 too. Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere else.
Yeah. Pinup,
Pinups.
strokers.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That was fun. I never liked Strokers.
Really?
Why y'all used to be working there? It seems
Strokers
so
was good to me.
Strokers was odd, like pleasers.
And a lot of out of towners, believe it or not, go to strokers
It's so fucking
because
far.
of the Jesus songs. You got to think about it.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
Jeezy,
Strokers, you're
yeah,
right.
They
So
promoted
yeah,
the fuck out of strokers.
do you think the club had became commercial? More so like when I say Atlanta was a hub. So do you think it moved from being like that hub until like commercial? Like you say, the Jesus
Yeah.
song would bring people in there because they wanted to see what Strokers
Yeah, they
was like.
wanted to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite dancer growing
Mm.
up? Like coming up in the club, who you used to see and just be like,
I was in love with White Chocolate.
I knew you was finna say that.
She had the best.
I knew you was
presence
finna, best
and
thing said performance. Yes,
Like,
I will say
she
that.
kept you.
I knew you was finna say that.
I would
Because
spend
you
my money
fucking
on her.
strokers.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would definitely. It's a couple of favorites.
Okay, I can say
Yeah.
that. I don't know. I've had a couple favorites over my. But see, when I started dancing, it was different. We had bitches like Sweet and Low and stuff, and they danced to stuff like In the Heat of the Night.
Oh wow!
And Michael
like
Jackson
really
Thriller.
perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for their birthdays, they dressed up in character and they had
Wow.
choreography.
They were really into it.
Yeah, they used to go crazy. Like Delicious Tea birthday parties was the best.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I do remember hearing that name.
Yeah, Blue Flame. They used to be the
Oh,
best.
wow.
One time, this bitch wanted to ride a horse through the through the
What?
club. Hey man, you know what I'm saying?
You
It
didn't
was
let
like
her do it?
no,
Oh. shit.
no. I think she settled for a motorcycle. Like they rode, like they like revved up a
Let her-
motorcycle. Like,
oh, wow.
But that shit you used to have to like go all out for your birthday. Like you might have spent $3,000 on your fucking birthday, but you ain't fucking make back. But goddamn,
You did it for yourself.
yeah.
Okay.
Allure, you're so grown now.
I wasn't ever grown.
I
I was
just
a little
thinking about
more
that.
immature, like mentally.
Yeah, I'm just looking at you now, like you so grown now.
Right.
Dang, I
And
ain't
kids
think
will
about
do
that.
it, girl. They will definitely do it.
I really didn't think about that.
So
Yeah,
when's the last time you went out to the strip club?
I don't know. I don't go.
Really?
Not really.
You
I
don't
might go if my
just
nigga
to
wanna go.
vibe? Yeah.
I don't like going. I don't like dances.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
What's the
it's a
problem?
waste of my money.
It's entertainment, baby. You want to waste when a nigga will get into you?
I fuck with niggas though. I ain't asking no bitch for money.
Oh wow.
So I don't like girls walking up to me asking me for money because I feel like that's stupid. If I want to give you some money, if I'm in that mode that
Yeah.
I feel like I want to pay back homage to what I've done, then I don't mind. And my limit is $1,000. My
Okay.
max is
Damn, you got a
$1,000.
big limit.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm going over $1,000. So if you want to go get 2-3 bitches and this
Yeah.
one I got, you better stay one.
You're right.
Cause this one I got. And so if you go, that's just me. Like I can't leave here and I done gave you $5,000, and I'm sick to my stomach in the morning. Cause I could have paid a month's rent. I could have goddamn bought me some. I could have helped out somebody. You know what I'm saying? I just sat there and tried to have a good time and gave my money away free. But I feel that way because I have done it.
Okay.
I have gotten drunk in the club, thinking I'm all that, young as fuck, all on stage, throwing my goddamn money, and the next morning, like, what the fuck did I do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who was I with? Who wasn't watching me?
Right.
Like, why y'all let me do this? And you be sick.
Yeah.
So I can imagine how niggas feel sometimes, because, like, what I'm getting out of that. So I should be your last resort.
Right.
You should see me as, okay, as long as nobody ain't over there with that bitch, I know she can guarantee me 1,000. You might can even come ask me, bitch, if I don't get no dances nowhere, can I come back over here and dance for you? I might say, yeah, that's straight. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand. But don't let me be your first train of thought, especially if you see me with my nigga. And then you like, boy, so out there with her nigga, let go down. I don't like you. You feel me? Because this ain't no trick. It's different if I was with a trick. But if you know I'm with my nigga, don't do that.
Okay.
Well, come over here, have some drinks, shoot the shit. Let us say, yeah, y'all can dance.
Yeah.
But just coming over here thinking, cause I already know where y'all mind is. It's not on me.
Where is it at?
Cause mine would be on your nigga. So I know your mind is on the nigga. You feel me?
Good
and
point.
I don't fault you.
Look, good point.
But I'm not gonna put myself in that situation like I'm the fool. I pity the fool, bitch.
Right.
You get these hot 1,000 and get the fuck out my face. That's it. I can't do nothing with no dance.
Wow.
I'd rather dance for myself. I'd rather just go ask the manager,
You
can I
definitely
start dancing?
got the physique.
Can I start dancing right here for the nigga?
Right.
Me. Hey, if y'all
You know you
feel
can't
like,
do that.
If y'all want to spend 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, let me get naked too.
Ma'am, you cannot do that.
But I wish I could. When the last time you was in Strokers?
I went maybe like 4 months ago.
To Strokers? To
Yes,
do what,
girl.
Allure?
Really to get some food, and
Ain't no food even in there.
I know. It's next door to it, but it wasn't what hey.
Okay.
So basically, when I was in there, I felt like I didn't really get that strokers experience, only because like the era that I,
Worked at Strokers
worked at Strokers.
What's the Strokers experience?
It was like, just seeing other girls more active. You had White Chocolate.
Picture Perfect used to work over there.
Bad as fuck, coming out with water, just performing.
What coming out with water mean?
I mean, she had the water bottles and she was like pouring the water all over her, so seductress. Like, and she was just giving you that I want you vibe.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
You remember she used to deep throat the water bottle and
deep
water
throat in
and
the
shit
water.
coming
Girl,
all
I
over her
knew.
mouth
See
and
what I'm
shit.
saying? You was
Bitch,
looking
my
at her
makeup
too.
would be running all over my
You
outfit.
was watching her too.
I was watching.
Yeah.
I was watching.
She was sexy with it. Like, I don't give a fuck. She did her thing.
Yep.
And she set a certain standard.
She looked different.
Yeah, exactly.
From everybody else.
Exactly. 4 strokers.
Yeah. She was like went on stage and shit by herself.
What? By herself.
She did.
She didn't need nobody.
She went on stage by herself.
One man
That was
show.
like, that's a big thing. Like, girls don't get to go on stage by yourself.
Right.
I got to go on stage by myself one time after I got to fight in that blaze.
Wow.
Kanye was like, you know what?
One thing I can say about you, you will fucking put your hands on.
We all grew up like that. We all grew up like
you
that.
will fucking
Even
put
my
them
friends,
paws
my
on somebody real
I don't even
fast.
have to. My friends will show up, and I'm the same way. We get my friends, and we done got to fight. My friend will fight me.
Are you serious?
The next interviewer done fought me
Oh my
2-3
God.
times.
Are you serious?
This motherfucker done fought me.
Wow.
And I love this nigga Dirty Draw, and this motherfucker will fight for me.
Yeah.
So we come from that. You feel what I'm saying? And it's some people
It's
that you
that-
cross that line with, and we'll never be okay.
So it's
but
like
it's some
a
people you cross that
mentality.
line with, and it's like it's like a lion, 2 lions, like a
You know
cubs.
they come
It's
from
like,
a good
it's
place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's from
I
love. You feel me? So yeah, bitch. Some of y'all deserve to get jumped on.
Oh yeah, bitch. You don't play fair either.
You gonna be fighting.
You don't fucking play.
And don't fight my friends and shit, bitch. And we with it all day long.
For sure.
Yeah, we with it outside of here too. So don't think this shit just is at work. Because you live in Atlanta where we grew up. So if we catch your ass on one of these corners, bitch, it ain't got to be me. Guess what? I'm about to call my homegirl and be like, oh, this hoe, this what cause she drive. I'm about to bust this whole windows out her car or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that's just how we grew up.
I think, you know what? before this whole social media shit, I think you had the Wi-Fi location shit already
Why
together
Why you-
because you had this reputation of like finding bitches no matter where they was.
They used to be finding me. That's the whole
Nah,
thing, Allure. Listen, when I got into a fight with one girl, I was sitting at the mall with me and my homegirl. I used to have a little store. I said, we're going to go over here and buy these outfits. I'm sitting there buying the outfits. A bitch at pinups.
Right.
I hate this. I want to see
Don't
you
say
because you've been
hate.
fucking with me.
Yeah.
I want to see you.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? She going to come in this mall while we in here. And my homegirl was like, no, she not. She don't even live over here. And I was like, I'm telling you, I could just feel it. We sitting at American Deli eating. And I'm sitting there eating, but I'm sitting on the outside. You know the West End Mall, you can see down the hallway.
See everything, yeah.
I'm just sitting there eating. I looked to one side and looked back, and this bitch was walking down the hallway.
Oh my gosh.
I've been looking for you for like 6 months. You ain't been coming to work.
Oh
You
my
know I
goodness.
want to talk to you.
Right. So that was the perfect time to talk, right?
I started putting my food up. This motherfucker said, what's going on? Some roach or something in your food? I said, bitch, I told you that hoe was going to come in here. I said, here she come. I couldn't even get my shit together fast enough because my feet had left my body. I was already out there. I'm going to see you when we get outside. You feel me? Because if I done got to that point, you did something to me.
Yeah.
Something that is beyond us talking about at this point.
Right.
Because we could have talked about it. So we done passed that. You get what I'm saying?
Were you and her friends? Like, how did this...
We cool. If we cool, still don't do nothing. Don't cross me if we cool. I've never crossed you. You feel me? I'm saying? I ain't never did nothing that you say, I don't fuck with her.
Okay.
Because I was cool with her. I thought she was cool with me, and she did X, Y, and Z. It wasn't like that.
You know how we be working with each other or whatever, and sometimes, let's say, one girl may not like another girl because of a client.
Okay, I ain't getting into petty shit like that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
Or
if you're
what
going
was it?
back,
Was it
you're
just
going to,
petty
everybody
shit?
know I'm always in a relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
If I've been in this 9, 10, when it ended, 12-year relationship, everybody know this. I don't even cheat in my relationship.
Right.
So at this point, I wasn't. So why are
shit.
why are you going back telling this person things about me that you see me doing at work? It's work.
Oh.
So for months, nobody knew who was doing it. Me and, who I used to run
I
with.
want to say you called and asked me. Like,
I'm asking everybody.
I think, you know what? I
Her
think
best
you called
friend told
and
me.
Screamed on me like, bitch, did you tell
I don't
such
know. I
and such
probably
and such? 'Cause
did,
we was working
friend.
at Blaze
Sorry.
together. You remember? You remember that? And, yeah.
I'm looking for this person. Because this is fucking with my household.
Okay.
I've been with this guy forever. He knows I dance. We know how, I know the rules here. He knows the
Gotcha.
rules here. We don't have no problems.
Okay.
So I keep wondering how night from night he know what I'm doing. Night from night, you know who my customers are.
Because I think
I might have went to dinner with somebody. I might be talking to this person on the phone. And then you're getting your hair done at my shop. You buying clothes from me.
Wow.
You doing all this stuff up under me. But you talking to me. You hearing me and my friends talking to you going back telling him.
Right.
I'm about to beat your ass.
The dressing room talk. You know how we just be in our own world and we just be
further
talking
than dressing
shit?
room talk because you sitting in my chair getting your hair done, listening to me talk to this nigga on the phone. I'm not fucking nobody else though. I'm just probably entertaining other niggas because that's how I make my money.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you going back telling, I don't know who is telling this person word for word what I'm doing.
I swear you called and asked me that shit. And I was like, why the fuck would she ask me that? I don't do no shit like that.
I'm asking everybody.
Like, what the fuck?
Her
wrong
best
with
friend
her?
told me. She said, you know what? I ain't even gonna let you worry about that no more. She said, I need to tell you something.
Wow.
And I was like, what? And she told me. She said, I'm going to tell you who it is. She said, I'm telling you because you don't deserve that.
Wow.
It's such and such. I said, and thank you.
Cause bitch, you was shaking down the whole fucking
Bitch, I'm coming
everybody.
for you. Because everybody knew how I roll in my relationship. So why you doing that?
Yeah.
And her key thing was like, I want to fuck this bitch. Nigga, fuck them. What do they got to do with me?
Do
When
it
you
without me.
when you start putting me in the competition, then there's an issue. If you want to fuck a nigga and you think you all of that, do you? What do I have to do with it?
I understand that.
I shouldn't have nothing to do with it. You ain't never been in that situation? You never dealt with nobody telling your business or dealt with somebody that was fucking with
All the
somebody you fuck
time.
with?
Especially during that era, because it was like during that time I had like a really close friend, and me and her, we did everything together.
Yeah, I was besties.
Some of everything.
I've had 2 besties like that in the
Right.
workplace.
And it was like, I guess because we were more young and we were really vibrant, I must say. I guess you could say popular.
Yeah.
And we were on a lot of people's wish list and a lot of people's naughty list at the same time.
Oh God.
Yeah, so most people had a love or hate relationship for us. But it just transpired to something that became more vicious. Because when someone knows like everything about you, they feel like they control you.
They entitled to
own
something.
you. Exactly, the entitlement. So they, when you have that type of relationship, especially when they're not seasoned or don't have the knowledge of how to, interact with other people, they mostly abuse it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was this
So
situation
I'm not
like?
gonna play the victim.
But because y'all did
I
used
was
to be
okay
rolling
with it.
hard. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, we used to be
y'all
on our
used to
kinda
roll
shit.
hard.
Yeah.
Y'all used to be having a good time. Y'all
Yeah.
were young and y'all lived life.
Yeah,
different.
we had fun.
Y'all
And I
didn't have
wouldn't
no
take it back.
kids.
Yeah, we didn't have no
y'all
kids.
did whatever the fuck y'all wanted to do, and y'all was on y'all time.
We was
Y'all
on our
bitches was
shit.
having fun.
We was having a whole lot of that shit.
Oh,
with a lot
God.
of people, with a lot of good people.
Yeah, all
Thank
over
God.
the world.
Thank you, Jesus.
Y'all was all over the place,
Yeah.
having a good time.
For sure.
And then it's like one devastating thing happened, and it make a person look at you different from that point to this one.
And that's like the main factor. When you have someone that's close, that's with you every day, what they do, it affects you, whether they know it or not. Yeah, their name is on it. They may be physically doing, the time for it or whatnot, but you mentally and emotionally go through that with
them.
that person.
Yeah.
Especially if you really
Love
love that
them.
person.
I
Exactly.
agree.
And I'm not even gonna front, like, I love that bitch. You know
To
what I'm
this
saying?
day.
Even to this day.
I got friends I still
got
feel like
love
that
for
about.
her. You know what I'm saying? But I can't fuck with you.
How do you feel? I
And
can't
she's
say
not a bad person.
I can't say beating that,
Yeah.
but how do you feel like people don't know the
Overcoming?
situation? You have to tell that situation.
Yeah.
It's not my place to do that.
Yeah.
But how do you feel not being caught up in that?
Yeah. I actually feel
Because that was a situation that you could have really got
Really
caught up
lost
in.
a
You
lot
wouldn't
of
even have
life
your
there.
son right now, probably.
probably not. Yeah. I wouldn't have never conceived him.
No, that's what I'm
probably.
saying.
Yeah. So
Unless you was fucking the
being
CEO or
that-
somebody in jail.
Right, that part. But being able to say that didn't, cost me as much as it cost, the
Them.
other party. Yeah, it's like I know that, God got something over me, a protection, so that when it's not for me, no matter what, how much I want it, how much I think it's for me, that He's not gonna let it touch me.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So that was a faith lesson for me. It really wasn't, it wasn't a loss. It wasn't anything but confirmation that I'm protected.
So if you had gotten in trouble or went into the situation that this other person that we speaking about had went into, if you went to jail, how long do you think you would have been there for?
I don't know. Because during that time of my life, I wasn't present. Like, I was just moving out of impulse. I was just doing all kind of shit because I felt like it was right.
Yeah.
Whether I had all the facts or anything. But certain, situations, even though, I had this immoral mindset, certain things I just wasn't with.
I got you on that.
That I
So
stood
that
on.
saved you from that
saved me
situation.
having, just certain values that I took seriously.
Okay. Yeah, you dodged a bullet with that one.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Father God.
I don't know. You just growed up now. Like I ain't think about that. I don't look at you like that. I'm thinking about you in that moment.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about you at pinups. I'm thinking about you at strokers.
Right, just totally
Like,
different.
Pleasers. You like, yeah.
Do you
just
remember when
free
I
ass,
just was
have
like,
fun
I'm not about
ass,
to drive? Remember,
and
I would
Summer
not
taking
drive.
you home. How you let a drunk
Girl,
motherfucker take you home?
Some used to be so fucked up.
And you let my drunk
Summer,
ass
I
best
love
friend
you.
take you home.
We used to
Them
be
motherfucker
so.
drunk as
We used to
hell.
be drinking on the way to work.
Okay. I used to
I
be
know
asking
he got-
motherfuckers to let my friend down. They be like,
Baby.
who you talking about? That drunk girl? Yes.
Yes, the drunk.
I'm bringing
motherfucker.
this pretty drunk motherfucker over
and
here.
she's so sweet too.
Yes, that's my baby
I
still
fuck
to
with
this
her.
day.
And that's how I know it.
Yeah, she gotta
she
come
was an
sit on this
angel.
couch.
She was an angel for me.
Yeah. That's my friend. Oh God, she always be speaking highly
Yeah.
of you.
I fuck with
She
her.
always got something to say about you.
I love her.
And how y'all used to be always
Summer,
be getting into
hey.
some shit, y'all like. How y'all
Summer.
two was always into some shit together.
Yes,
that y'all ain't
Summer
got no
came
business
and got
into.
me. She didn't give a fuck.
So then,
She come get me
that
for
motherfucker
work.
driving
Fuck you
that
mean.
stick, baby.
And don't want no gas money. You don't meet too many of them. Like, I used to have to leave it in her car because I'm the type of bitch that don't want you to do that for nothing. I'm not gonna use you. I don't get nothing out of using nobody. Like, that doesn't make me feel wholesome. Like, I like to feel wholesome.
I get you
So,
on
yeah.
that.
So using someone when I know that I can have whatever I want, that shit don't make sense to me. I feel like when you use people, you use people out of lack. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you feel like
Lack
you can't get it
thereof.
yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Something
I'm
you
so
missing.
confident. Yeah, I'm so confident that I can have whatever I want. Like,
What make you start working out like that? Cause you be like working out like you crazy.
it's more mental than anything. Yes, I had, some nip and tuck.
Okay.
But,
Ain't nobody
that was,
business.
yeah, but that was like the first thing that powered it. But then when I got in there and I started releasing all these endorphins and feeling empowered and, feeling good about myself mentally, I'm like,
I seen
what they
you
be
fat
saying?
on
Give
that
me
picture.
14 more of those.
I seen you fat on them pictures
That
you
part.
had posted.
Yes,
I was like,
after I had my baby, bitch. After I had my baby,
I said that because you fine.
girl. After I
seen
had
you
my
fat.
baby, I gained a lot of weight. I was like almost 200. Yeah.
Okay. I be watching your workout videos. I used to be like, this
So-
bitch kills it. Then when I come in there with you, I be like, God, you just sweat so much.
Yeah, you got to though.
I don't never be
That's your
sweating. If I
fat
start sweating, I'm ready to
crying.
go.
That's your fat crying.
Okay, I can see that.
Let that shit cry
I can see
out
that.
of you.
I be watching though. It's inspiring. Do you ever think to do that? Like some girls do that for like content.
Yeah, I do that too for that.
Okay.
If it works for that, yeah.
Cause it look
Whatever,
good.
yeah.
Do you know the owner up there?
I don't know him personally, but I do train with his brother.
I didn't
And-
know they was brothers.
You didn't know that? Oh yeah, that's his brother.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I found that out.
Good people.
Another girl that I know, she trains up there with the owner.
Oh really?
Mhm.
Nice. But I do the owner's boot camps. Oh my God, next level.
Y'all crazy.
He don't fucking play.
I ain't going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing I can say about Effect Fitness on Metropolitan.
Hey, it's black owned.
Yeah, it's black
It's
owned.
very nice.
And it's lit.
It's
the
hot in
vibe
there.
is,
They work you out like
they
you in
want you there,
prison.
so come on.
It's like a jail.
Yeah. Girl, stop. So no, seriously.
Nah, that motherfucker be hot. You be in there.
Yeah.
And it's addicting too. Like you want to come back.
Yeah.
If you miss it, like damn, I really supposed to
Because
be there.
it's how you feel.
You know them
feel
old men we work out
fulfilled.
with?
Yes.
The real old man with the gray hair. I like him.
You do? I don't know if you
The
saw
real
that.
old tall one.
Yeah, he is there noon. Yeah.
He
I think
nice
so.
looking.
Really?
What he think he about 80?
Probably. Yeah. You got, but see, that's the thing. If you don't move it, you lose
I think he
it.
used to play basketball or something
lot
too.
of
He's nice
folks in there.
looking to me,
Yeah.
like for an old man.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Which one is it? Is it a trainer?
No.
Oh.
He come work out with Jordan.
Oh, in the,
The
mornings,
old man,
the older
yeah.
guy. Yeah, he's
With
super
the
nice.
real tall old
Yeah,
man.
know
I
who
can't
you're
think
talking
of
about.
his name.
either.
I was talking about my boyfriend or something that one day I had this workout outfit on. He told me, yeah, you probably had on that outfit too.
Oh shit, girl, that outfit.
So I like him.
you wearing it?
Thank you.
It
You
ain't
too.
wearing you.
I want
I'll
the
tell
outfit
that.
you had on the other day.
Oh, I gotta get you one.
I want it. I showed
And it's
you.
a
I
story
appreciate it.
behind her outfits. Too.
Tell me.
I don't know the story, but I'm gonna put you on to her. She's super cute, super nice. She was actually selling that at the Urban Market.
So why are you always buying
On
and selling
Saturday.
stuff? Like you always are in the business of knowing.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, I worked with another individual at a boutique, like a mainstream boutique, and just we separated,
Mhm.
and things are different now. So
Okay.
I'm not into selling clothes retail anymore, but
Okay.
I do have individuals that ask me for stuff, and I'll get it for them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Or
I know
point
you-
them in the right direction.
Yeah, I know you always got something like selling something.
Yeah, so
finding something
basically,
that
I
nobody
just-
else can't find. I
For
know. I know
sure,
that about
like
you.
active wear and shit like that, waist shapers, stuff like that. And I just love to help people. That's my true passion. Like, especially women just had surgery or if you just had a baby, because a lot of this shit is really all mental. Like, it's not about
You speak on the mental a
physical.
lot. Why?
Because
had you, I know we're not
Yeah.
speaking on the situation, but had you been in that situation and got caught up with what we know, how do you think your mental would be?
honestly, Rachel, I'm gonna say this. I feel like mentally, I was caught up. So if I didn't grasp my mental, I would have never gotten myself to where I am now.
Today?
Exactly.
Yes, because a lot of
So
stuff that we
getting in
did
tune,
young.
getting in tune with myself and letting that shit go. Because it was a lot of good shit, but to balance
It was
it
a lot
out,
of
it was
bad,
a lot
too.
of bad shit. Fucking traumatizing shit. Like niggas getting shot right in
Yep.
front of me. Like I
Yep.
can remember, when I first started dancing, this guy actually got shot right behind me and was grabbing my shoulder. Like grasping for air.
How old were you?
I was probably like 20.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some crazy
And
shit.
he was putting his
That's some
hand on
crazy
my shoulder.
shit. Yeah, and you dying.
Yeah. And he collapsed like in the middle of Marietta Street.
But y'all
Got
kind
shot
of
4
wild.
times. Yeah. And
You know what I'm saying?
actually, you know what? This was a security guard. Like, yeah, I was dancing for this guy. So let me tell you, girl. So I had just, really started dancing. Like when I, got in the game or whatever, I was waitressing at Nikki's.
Okay.
No.
Bitch, no.
Yes. I was waitressing at Nikki's, love.
Yeah,
Fight night, all
motherfuckers
this
used to be
shit.
taking me to Nikki's.
Right. So I had like an older friend,
Me too.
that put me on. Was in Nikki's waitressing and Nikki's closed. So I was like, I got bills.
Yeah.
They was like, come dance at Dancers Elite. The Nikki's manager, Fred,
Okay.
he basically hired me. I went in there. I didn't know shit about dancing. Went in there, started dancing.
That's how it
Fuck
was.
Yeah. And I was dancing one night, and I think I was fucked up. I probably was, because that was the only
Too
way
young
that
to
I
be
could.
drinking.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, that was the only way I could get in the mode. So, I was fucked up. And every time I bent over, like, he was touching me. And the security was like, you can't touch the girls. So he took me to VIP.
Yeah.
But every time I bent over again in
He's
VIP,
touching you.
he was touching me. So the security guard said something to him, and that's when he just shot this man.
Shut the
right
fuck
the
up.
fuck in front of me, bitch. Yes. Like, I can
He
still...
shot the security guard?
Yes. I can
Cause
still
I wanna
see...
Because I want to touch
I
pussy
can-
that bad.
Baby girl, I can still feel and just that whole feeling and see the sparks right now. Just visualizing it, because that was
And
trauma.
bitch, you didn't quit dancing. You
Let me
kept
tell
going.
you, I did take some time off, but so basically we were in VIP, and he said something to the guy, and he fucking shot him 4 times, and like I was coming out the VIP, of course when that happened, but it was like, because I was so fucked up, I was like moving in slow motion, so the security grabbed my shoulder. I don't know if you remember how Dancers Elite was, but it was so small.
Small. And I was real little.
And at that time, like, the VIP was on the right-hand side, and then it was the door. So we were coming out of the VIP, and that's when the security guard grabbed my shoulder, as in,
Help
safety.
me.
Yeah, like, help me type shit. I didn't know what the fuck to do. Like,
You a kid. At 19, 20, you still a kid.
What the fuck? So he walked out of, the doors and collapsed in the middle of the street.
And died.
No, thank God.
Whew.
Thank you, Jesus. No, he did not die. But he had a wife and children. Like, we raised money for him.
So this is the thing. Do you ever think about what could have happened had he not intervened?
Yeah. I took time off.
Let's talk about what type of dude you were dealing with. What if he would have been
Oh,
raped
let
you?
me tell
What if he
you.
would have raped you?
Oh,
What if he
baby
would have been
girl,
crazy?
it
What if he
gets
would have
real
shot
good.
you?
Baby girl gets real good after this. So, never saw him after that. Vaguely remembered who he was. But I kind of knew who he was. So, maybe 2 years later, I had a friend that worked at Magic And we were in there, you know, she's like, look, you know how Magic Mondays used to be,
Yeah.
especially when the
Kicking.
mob was in it.
Hot, yeah.
Type shit. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So she's like, sit over here with my friend. Bitch, why the friend was the nigga who shot the security guard?
Don't shit be happening like that?
And I'm like, this your friend? And
Did he remember you? Probably not.
I think he did.
Yeah,
He did. But I mean, not in a bad way.
I still would have been scared of him. We have seen niggas do some crazy stuff though. Niggas used to be crazy.
Right.
I would have been terrified of him.
That was her man, allegedly, during that time. Yeah. So I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's wild. So,
Right. And at that young age, I was fucking telling this lady what he did and all of that. So I'm sure she went back and told
him.
Yeah, but I didn't know no better. So yeah, it was a lot of shit. But I never, I guess, snitched.
yeah.
But,
I never
yeah.
said nothing. I just told the bitch you fuck with like I know him and why.
Right.
Cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Damn. God damn, look.
Yeah. Some crazy shit, right?
Well, that's what this podcast is about.
But I think the
Tell
most
your
craziest
stories.
thing,
You know what I'm saying?
The most craziest thing was that whole. Do you remember the girl that killed those guys that worked at Dancers Elite and Body Tap?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember the girl that the Buckhead killers and all that? Remember she had the pimp that was telling her what to do? She got a whole Lifetime story.
I probably would if I see it, but I be smoking so much I don't remember shit.
Let me tell you, before she did all that crazy shit, she had done broken my locker in
What?
the dressing room, and I done bucked on her and everything. This bitch is a cold-blooded
This
killer. Bitch! The fuck? Bitch, I ain't know that. That's what I'm saying.
Bitch, I ain't
You
even
don't
try
know
to
who
bump
you
into
dealing
you.
with.
Oh, God.
Girl,
I ain't
I'm
trying to
bucking
fuck
her,
with
trying to
you.
Take her head off.
And this bitch right here killing
is
people.
a serial killer. Okay? Yeah.
You don't look at that. So, like, this is why I keep saying it, because you so enlightened and you feel like
Yeah,
it
but
seems
that,
like you
that comes back to being protected and covered.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
one of
definitely.
the incidents that happened, she fucking came and danced to me on my birthday and then went and killed the nigga. 2 niggas. Yeah. And it was so crazy because the dude that she killed was somebody I knew. Like, my number was in his phone. The detectives called me and everything. I had to go down to the police. Well, it's now Ponce City Market, but I had to go there.
This police
City Hall
station, yeah.
East.
City Hall East, bitch. I know.
Bitch, I had to go there and talk to them folks. Mad as fuck. Yeah. They was looking for me behind that.
Bitch, how many murders you been looking for out behind?
Girl. At least about 3 or 4.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So, you know,
That's a certain type of covering.
but that lets you know that you know, when you are around somebody, you are connected to them, and what they do, it affects you. And especially in the state of Georgia, it's guilt by association. That's
That is
the
true.
law.
That is
the
true.
law. Bitch, you go
gonna
and
get y'all
rob the
niggas
store
one way or
right
another.
now. If you go and I'm in a car with you and you fucking decide to rob the store and I
I'm
don't
in
tell
trouble
on
too.
you,
I'm in
bitch,
trouble too.
I'm getting
I'm
life
guilty
too.
by association.
I get charged everything you got charged with.
How do you know that?
What do you mean?
That law. Why you know that?
Because a friend of mine decided to commit a murder
Okay.
at the time, and they came for everybody as if they did it. Based off of, if you knew this person did this and you had knowledge of it, of the details, why didn't you report it? Because this was wrong. That's what the guilt of association law is based on.
Well, I'm guilty by association with a lot of shit. On God, the big one.
You better lose that association guilt and all that.
I ain't know you could go to jail for association. I learned something new. I don't want to be associated with certain motherfuckers.
Georgia, yeah. So basically, if I say, Rachel, come ride with me, and I go in there and do
Shoot
something.
up the store.
And rob the store, and I be like, Rachel, yeah, I just robbed the store, but I'm about to give you 10 racks. You know, don't say shit.
What if you don't give me nothing?
And
I'm still in trouble.
You're still in trouble because you didn't say anything.
Yeah,
You
give me the money.
as a good citizen.
Go give me the money first, so I can go ahead and goddamn
And then-
spend that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay. So you better not know no knowledge of the crime or nothing.
Yep. You better not know.
But if you do know, how do you get out of it?
But see,
if
I was so blessed. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
I was so blessed. So when that particular situation happened, I was fucked up. Like I was on Xans during that time. You know, I was.
You were young. Listen, y'all were party.
High.
It's a different type of group of girls. Y'all were party girls. Y'all didn't have no kids. Y'all was traveling with all these niggas. You supposed to been doing that.
Yeah.
It's nothing to look down on.
I don't give a fuck.
What you
like,
were doing,
shit,
y'all were having fun. It was what you were supposed to be doing. It's no different than a bitch in college.
Exactly.
Okay.
I had a marvelous time.
And so did I.
A grand time. A grand time. I met some grand people.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that, you know, we still are connected.
And you not even be the case, but look at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at you and I'm thinking about that allure as well.
Because I know a lot of people probably would have wanted or probably visualized or saw me being, you know, maybe strung out or not, you know, doing anything with myself, basically. Yeah. Like just giving up. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Based on, oh, she's not doing this.
Especially when your friend had went to jail and stuff. I will say this. I'm gonna say it's sad when we lose our friends. You know what I'm saying? We lose our friends to a lot of shit. Whether it may be death, maybe just a loss of a friendship. And when your friend had went away, I don't know if y'all was cool. Yeah, y'all was cool up until the moment. And when she left, you could just see that on you.
But you know,
like you can see you by yourself and sitting alone and stuff a lot all the time. So I do remember that about you too.
Okay, but Rachel, you know what helped me get through that shit? What? Knowing that I'm not gonna say she wasn't my friend, but she wasn't the right friend for me. You get what I'm saying? And that time was over. Letting that shit go and understanding that.
Bitch, you dodged a major bullet.
Girl. That shit had so many side effects. You know how the medicine have all that shit, like it could do this, it could do that.
Diarrhea and some of you
that
got
shit had some shit.
All that shit that the side effects got.
Coming out the woodworks with all kind of side effects that I didn't even know about with this situation. Other situations. Based off of you had a connection with her. So we come to you because we feel like you would know it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was deep. 100%. It was super deep. And the fact that, you know, I just was like...
Can you talk about what happened? Like in your
not
own
really, because I don't really want to get that shit no power.
Okay.
It's like...
Because I don't know if it's like a legal thing where y'all can't talk about it.
No, it ain't. I don't know. It could be. You know, you never know the other party. You get what I'm saying? Where the other party's at with it. And then to me, it's so far gone out of my, you know, vernacular. It's like... It don't even.
Bitch, that shit a testimony though.
Yeah, it's a testimony, and I do reflect.
Because if I was you with my son, I'd be the hardest bitch on the planet. I'd be like, nigga, I wouldn't call my son a nigga, never, but I'd be like, bro, let me tell you what I could have, and you can't tell me shit because let me give you this story. Like that's a real story of how some people be a flunky or be a friend a little bit too much, and then you get caught up.
No cap though. I think a lot of people. You know, felt like I was like a do girl or something like that. But my thing was, how the fuck?
You just more laid back, and she's more rowdy and talking.
Yeah, she likes
this,
attention.
And the third. She loves attention. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna say love because I don't want to talk about it.
We all do.
But she liked attention a lot, and you were just different.
Yeah.
And then, let's be clear, y'all had the light-skinned, dark-skinned girl dynamic. There's a dynamic there that people don't understand because they're not in it. Yeah. You feel me? So there's also a different tone there for that type of situation.
Where they feel more.
Yeah, especially if y'all didn't grow up together, like come from the hood together, project. We don't give a fuck about that. But when you get into a different type of setting, light-skinned bitches be thinking it, dark-skinned bitches be thinking you gotta hold it like down, hang down, like each other. We don't be having that issue, but a lot of them do.
Yeah, I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? When you they friend, they feel superior to you. They feel like they tell you what do, like they run you like it's like the niggas deals. Like niggas don't post it like you.
You're not supposed to get this money from him. Because
you're not supposed to get this attention from him.
I'm the only one that he's
from
supposed
him.
to like, and I'm supposed to dish you out.
Yes,
to the niggas.
But people don't get that. Yeah, they don't know that's a thing.
I have experienced that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that basically came from like, you know, when a bitch get real insecure because you're doing something that she's not with the nigga, and the nigga is like
gravitating towards
you, giving you that extra push, or you know what I'm saying, that extra love, that extra attention, where they're like giving you that extra attention and shit. Them hoes don't like that shit because they feel like it's all about me. And it's really not about you. It's all about how we making this nigga feel.
I mean, I went through that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In my friendship with somebody like
but
that.
I'm not gonna front. I did enjoy being on a team. Having a teammate is like
it's the best.
It's best because it's like
you winning.
We both
you
can
winning,
please
though.
this nigga. We ain't gotta sit there.
I ain't doing that.
But I'm just saying,
but
I like doing
in
that.
In a way, I am
if
because my friend is my yin.
Girl, please
listen. Me and I don't want to say her name because I don't know how she feel, but I love her. Me and her were that way all the way through Onyx and whatever. And we weren't sexually involved with niggas that we was doing these things with, but I was her yin and yang. Like niggas would be like, if you going out of town, goddamn call boy, so she got to come too, cause bitch I can't deal with you by myself. Like you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So we did have that type of dynamic friendship with men. And I enjoy also being on that team because my bitch knew niggas where I wasn't friendly with niggas. I wasn't into
you're
the
not
realm of
you're not a personal person.
I'm not in your space like that unless you call me there.
Gotcha.
She's with there with everybody. She like, we going over here dance. This nigga. We going out with these niggas. We going over here. We going over here. I'm not that.
She knew how to market.
Yes. So we had a fabulous
you got
time.
a good marketer.
Yeah. So now niggas is me, and they love me. They like, oh, this bitch is crazy. Let's have a great.
But I would have never
on
knew
the team.
you because
we
you're so quiet in a corner.
We went in full circle. So, but sometimes they do think like, I brought you on. These niggas not supposed to like you.
Yeah,
like
they're
that.
like, I put you on.
Yeah,
you my hoe type shit.
You my hoe too.
Right. We're
vice versa. Bitch, you winning because of me too.
We're just whores at this moment.
Both of us.
Right. Nobody's fucking singular. Like nobody owns anything. Yeah. If anything, the money owns us all.
That's what we here for. That's the only reason why we here.
Right.
You don't give a damn about this man and me neither.
Right. But it's just like so empowering to know that I've experienced this. And when you know that in order to know what you do like, you have to experience what you don't like and what doesn't work for you. That's the only way to know the difference.
That's true.
So once you've experienced that and you like, I don't like this shit.
I'm
not doing this no more.
You can change it.
Exactly. And you just fucking wake up one day and you're like, okay, I'm not going to fucking show my body anymore. Like, I'm going to
So why did you stop
shit.
dancing? Because the club had to shut down for a bitch like me to leave.
Baby, let me tell you something. After that whole situation, I had caught another case on some
goddamn
that ride or die shit. Let me tell y'all.
Who you riding for?
I'm not going to say his
Dying
name.
with him?
But I was dating this guy, and it was weed in the car. Basically, we got pulled over, and I took the charge.
I think I knew that.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. Griffin, or whatever that county
Griffin,
is,
Georgia.
they don't fucking play.
They got a nice land down
drugged the shit out of me.
Yep.
So
it's a little small country town.
I was on like Spalding County. Yeah, I was on like probation, and I fucked the probation up. So I had to turn myself in a whole bunch of shit. Ended up getting with this guy. Not gonna say it was a big mistake, but
it was big enough.
We're not together now.
Okay, cool.
We don't even fucking talk.
Okay.
At all. Okay?
I got you.
But yeah, I had a son, and he kind of changed my perspective on a lot of shit. I didn't change me, but I changed how I operated.
After your son?
Yes.
So
absolutely.
How did you beat this case?
I never got into it because I wasn't there. I was so zoned out, and I just was not, I wasn't associated with any of it.
So you just got...
Because that particular night, my so-called friends at the time, they were like, this bitch lame and da-da-da, and didn't tell me, thank you, Jesus.
Didn't tell you what? Wait a minute. I don't know.
They didn't tell me what they were going to do or anything, so I had no knowledge of it.
Okay.
So it was like...
So we don't want her to go.
Yeah.
Type of shit. Because she's going to be lame to the
She's a lame hoe. Yeah, I love that. Thank y'all.
Yeah, my homegirl, someone won't tell me certain shit. She'll tell me shit y'all did years ago now.
Yeah.
Because I was such a prude. But so you got left out and they went to prison.
Best left out ever. I'll tell you that.
Fitz said best left out
That was the best time I ever got left out.
How long did they go to prison for?
One is actually doing like a life sentence, and the other individual
It's
got
just
out.
everybody that said, "Damn," all together like a chorus. Damn.
Yeah, and the other individual, she recently got out.
After like I think
13 years. Yeah, she did like 13. Yeah.
Babe, I might could do 13 months.
Yeah. And I'm proud though,
I
because
might
like
could do
she
13 months.
definitely helped, because knowing her, she helped me just understand.
Do you miss her now?
I mean, it's been so long. It's like I don't.
Y'all
what
don't
that
know each
feeling
other no
is.
more.
Yeah, it's a big disconnect. Yeah, but I did, see her. We had a few conversations, but we're just like on
People that come home from jail be bitter about how people didn't treat
did
them while
them,
they
yeah,
was there.
and then we're on two different frequencies. So it's like she doesn't understand me.
Yeah.
Now. You get what I'm saying? Back then,
You grew up.
Our
I'm looking at
relationship,
you. You grew up.
Yeah, our relationship was built off of getting money in the club, getting high, and fucking and hoeing and
Yeah. And ain't even gonna call it
dancing.
hoeing.
We ain't gonna call it
Y'all was
hoeing.
living y'all college
We
days
was
just at
fucking
work.
because we was fucking with niggas that I wanted to marry some of them folks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Not
just go
some
there.
of 'em.
Look,
How many?
some of y'all I really like. Look, and
How
in real
many?
time, but no, I'm just
But
talking
no,
shit.
y'all bitches
But yeah,
had
we
niggas
just,
on lock.
We had
Y'all
good
was-
people.
y'all
It
was
good
having fun.
individuals. Yeah,
People don't understand the fun we talking about though.
the fun like getting flued out, staying
Before it
gone
was a
for like a
thing.
month. Yeah, going out every day, kicking the shit. Me and her actually, I think we was like 23 when we bought a house together.
Okay.
Yeah, we was doing all kind of shit. At that time, I was super paranoid, and I probably didn't need to drive. So she did all the driving.
You didn't like to drive.
I didn't drive at all. I
At
didn't
all,
get my
period.
license, girl. I used to be so fucked up.
I know.
Girl, no. But she did all the driving and all the wrecks. Let me stop. But yeah.
You gotta tell it. All the
Yeah.
driving, all the wrecks,
All the wrecks.
all
every
the
last one.
DUIs.
Man, let me
Y'all
tell you
ever had
something.
DUIs? Because when
I
when
never
you
had
friends
a-
like that, whatever your friend got is
Yeah,
you.
what? I had
So
that
it's
too.
y'all.
I had one time in South Carolina, I believe, we was coming back from a party and we got pulled over, and because, it was weed in the car, both of us got a DUI. I ain't even have my license
did y'all
yet.
go together though? Do you think that y'all went together? When you think about it grown?
As far as go together, as
'Cause
far
did
as
y'all
got
sleep
money
together?
together, yes.
Did y'all sleep together without other people?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, no, y'all
I'm a
didn't go together.
very...
But I know girls that did.
Yeah,
that do.
I don't
And
be
y'all-
with
okay,
all
yeah,
that
y'all didn't go together.
because, yeah, I'm
Okay,
good.
cool.
Yeah, I be on my
I
money
like that
shit.
for y'all.
Yeah. Because see, I love women and I love us, but when it comes to relationships and women, it's not a good match for me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because we're so like vain and personal and sensitive.
Yeah, I need a man.
So
need
me,
some
because I'm
masculinity.
very nonchalant, like in relationships. I'm not a public, affectionate person and shit like that. Women love that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. So
I hate
give me
that you-
a nigga.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what if he doing that to you?
We're probably not gonna last long.
That's
or
what
it's
you think.
probably a break bread situation.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
What if you like him and he just doing shit that nobody do? Because that happened to me. Like, I'm not
Really?
used to PDA either. And then somebody like grabbing you, kissing you out of your mouth and shit in front of folks and choking you and
That
then
shit is
going
annoying.
home. Like,
Because
I'm
it's
what
like,
the fuck
why
is going on?
it's not about me doing the act. It's more about I don't want everybody in our shit. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been to swinger clubs or whatever, but even
Which
there,
club you went to?
I've been to trapeze in the loft. The loft is closed, actually.
Trapeze still open.
Yeah.
You wanna
of course.
go? I
Yeah,
wanna
let's
go.
go. I love trapeze.
You want to go too?
Yeah, let's go. Let's have a
If we're open
time.
tonight, we should
that
go.
shit is really fun because you gotta think.
Yeah, it is.
The strongest thing you can do is have an orgasm. That's
Okay.
like that's your power.
Take me there.
Right.
And what happened?
I don't know. But yeah, I haven't been in quite some time, so.
In the trapeze. I've never been. I want to go. No, I've never been in there.
You never been in?
I was gonna go one time with this guy I
Girl.
was dating, and then he started talking about all type of shit he gonna do to me when we got there. And then I said, "Yeah, we ain't going."
Wait a minute. The first
fucking
time I
going.
went, me and my friend group
Yeah,
from
I
back
know
in the
y'all
day,
group.
Girl, we was sitting like in a jacuzzi.
Y'all
Just
hoes went
imagine this
young.
though.
Y'all hoes in there young.
Young as fuck in the trapeze. So the guy comes up and he has, it's like a certain area
They're supposed
where you
to
have
wear
to
a
be
towel?
butt naked. You can
Or a
have
robe.
a towel, robe, or like lingerie. So
Your mic.
basically, we're sitting in the jacuzzi. First of all, we talking shit about the jacuzzi because we like, is it cum? I'm fucking with my homegirl. Like, girl, that's a cum bubble over there by you.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah,
here.
like, girl, we in the wrong spot. And this guy comes over with some shit to his motherfucking ankle. I bullshit you not. Yes, the you know what, bitch. He comes over there and he's like standing by my shoulder, and I'm looking up. You could look straight up in his towel. And he's like, can I join y'all? We're like, no. Like, what are you trying to join us
Not
and do,
even.
sir? Yes. Yes.
That's your
So,
first experience in the trap.
That was my first experience. I'll never forget that. And then I had more experiences where I engaged, but not with everybody. I did more spectating than anything. Like, I love, just watching people and just seeing, other people, how they do their shit. Yeah.
I never
What
been.
they call that? Damn, it's called a I can't even think of the name. It starts with the E.
I never been. I never did
never did
threesomes
that?
or none of that.
Really? You like a goody, a goody two shoe.
That's what someone used to be like, bitch, I'm gonna tell you some of the stuff because you're gonna be goddamn talking about get off over there. Don't do that.
Yeah, you
don't
ain't
do
with that shit. Yeah. I already know you did used to have I ain't with that shit persona.
Man, I'm going home. Fuck y'all. Y'all gonna have fun. Call me,
right,
bitch.
Yeah.
If
be
something
lying to
happen,
them folks, somebody you leaving with them and shit.
I ain't going. They out
They
there
mad
way.
as
I
hell
ain't
at you.
finna do that. I ain't finna lie to you.
Yeah, I'm not going.
I'm telling you, hell no, I'm going nowhere with you. You feel me? And if you waiting on me outside, I got something for your ass.
For sure.
I might got a dog in my car.
I'm done.
But
I'm trying to think, girl. You got me
God.
thinking about what they call it. Not a voyeur. It starts with the E. When you go and you look at other individuals
people do
have
stuff.
sex.
A freaky.
A freaky.
Start with an L.
I'm done.
It started with an L.
That's what it called.
But no, I mean, I would think that would be intriguing. You know what I'm saying? To watch, or I didn't want to partake, but I probably would watch.
Yeah, like
I've been to house parties and seen
the
crazy shit.
One time I was in the trapeze. I watched the guy because when you go into the trapeze, I don't know how it is now, but the last time I went, you go through like the buffet area where you eat. And
Girl,
shit
not
like
they
that.
got food, but you
Girl,
don't want
yeah,
to.
good
You don't want to
chef.
eat at the rooster fight, but you gonna eat at the trapeze.
But you got to think though. There, you got to eat because BYOB. You want to eat
And bring your own liquor and drink.
Yeah, yes.
And they
You're
got
gonna be
food.
so fucked up. Yes.
Okay.
So we
It be
ate.
attractive people in there or weird people?
It was attractive people when I went. Like Sundays used to be like a black night type shit.
Black
Like
people.
just trendy type
Night.
shit. Yeah, where niggas with humongous dicks and shit like that.
Is in the building.
Is in the
Girl,
building.
that ain't where I need to be.
So basically, I'm done. So basically, this guy came in. I'll never forget. And his, wife had on like stripper heels. She had on this little dress. She came in. She was eating. They started, pre-gaming. She was all on the pole. Then next thing you know, I go to the back. It's like a line of niggas waiting to hit her. And her husband was holding her hand.
Why they fuck her?
I'm like, yo, this
I
is
hate him.
wow.
I don't like him.
I mean, they fucking this is
I
a
wanna punch him
Caucasian
in
woman.
the
They fucking the
stomach.
dog shit out of her.
He black or white?
He was a Caucasian guy.
I want to punch him
Older
in the stomach.
Caucasian guy, and she was young as fuck. I ain't gonna say young as fuck, but she
Young.
was
Younger
quite
than
young
him.
compared to him. Yeah. And they was tearing her ass up, and she
I
was
wanna
looking like
punch
she
him
was
in the
loving
stomach.
every bit of it, though. That's the crazy part. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, does his shit not work?
But this is the thing I want to ask. What is the nigga that's hitting her thinking?
They just want
Because
to
he
come.
kind of gay too.
No, it
You
was a
sitting there
line of
fucking
them.
a bitch who her husband holding her hand,
Yeah.
watching you fuck. He watching your dick and everything. You like that?
I
There's
think
something
it's
wrong
more
with
of
you.
a power thing.
I don't know.
Like,
All sounds
you
gay
can
to
do
me.
you do whatever I tell you to do type shit.
You ain't doing what I tell you to do. You doing what the fuck you want to do. This
Excuse
nigga
me.
holding you in your hub, holding your hand.
I'm done.
Bitch, there's a line of niggas after me. This nigga watching me. Fuck you. I want to know what your
Baby,
mindset is. When you
they
go
had that lady
home
on
at
the
night, when
table.
you think to yourself, what are you thinking about yourself, sir?
Right.
You just screwed a lady who husband holding her hand. You just watch this nigga just watch you fuck somebody. What are you thinking? That's a whole nother train of thought. But what are you thinking? You gotta feel bad about yourself at some point.
But I believe that night was like singles night. So it was like a lot of guys that probably really don't
Goddamn,
score
Lord, how
on
many
their
times you
own.
be there?
I've been probably give or take 20, 25. I had a really good friend that was into that. No, I had a guy friend that was just into. He was a sex addict, so he got off on watching people, and he used to like to get head from random bitches. So I felt like
Girl,
that
I
was
throw my glass across the wall.
right. I know.
Okay.
But he was really good to me, and that's what he wanted.
And you used to
So,
go with him.
Yeah, I go with
Look
him.
at
Sit with
Allure.
you.
I'm going with him.
I'm going with
He
you.
like to go get his
Bitch,
dick
pull
sucked.
that rubber down.
Random
You getting
bitches.
spit on
I'm
him.
gonna go with him
type
with
shit. Yeah.
him. Because that's who I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Just
I'm
so-
gonna hold her hair back. Or whatever.
Oh!
Yeah.
How old were you?
Probably was like 25. This was before I had my son.
But this is the thing. Bitches at 25 don't even know how to do nothing like that. You see how, but on the level you know what I'm saying, with dancing, with stuff you had been through.
Yeah.
How old were you when the case happened?
Ooh, I was like 26.
That's so young.
Yeah. Right.
You so grown now.
Right. Time for some different shit.
You want some different shit. You look different.
Absolutely.
Your mindset is different. You're not Allure who sat by herself at work,
Right.
quiet, riding with drunk ass some. I can say my friend name as much as I want. This is my bitch. Ride with that drunk motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Talking crazy.
Right.
So at the end of the day, like, I just look at you now, totally different. You're a mom. You know what I'm saying? You done beat the odds in a lot of ways.
I didn't even want kids, honestly. I didn't. I wanted to be fucking doing me.
Free forever.
Yeah.
Well, that ended.
Drastically.
Yeah. I be seeing him at the gym sometimes.
I love my
and
baby though.
I know you do.
That's my ride or die.
That's how it's supposed to be. You gonna have any more?
Possibly, but right now I love my Frenchie. I love my Frenchie. He's the perfect addition.
Kilo.
Yeah, Kilo.
Yeah, you know, we dog people.
Yeah. Love the animals. Cause they gonna tell you everything everybody else don't want to. Like, he judges me.
Yeah, you're in tune that way.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you stopping by. You have to come back again.
Yes.
Do another episode of Stripclub Conversations.
Yes.
This was very exciting. It's an honor for me to see you grown up because I'm getting old.
I
Y'all
love
getting
no.
old,
I love the
older.
fact that you mentioned this like months ago, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Like, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Baby, big things.
Thank
I
you.
love that for you.
I thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
keep it
gonna be
going.
up there at that gym
Keep
with
it
your ass
pouring
too. We
in,
need to
and
get
thank
some
you
more
for
stuff
bringing
going.
me here.
Anytime, you got to come back.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk more on a positive. I want you to come back if you can and talk
Yeah.
about like some mind. Let me see, some mind exercises.
Absolutely.
Like some things we could do.
Getting in tune and focusing on the now.
Yeah, I
Being
would like
present. Yeah.
I would like to talk about that more.
Meditation techniques. I mean, because once you understand that you can never get this shit wrong and you're never going to get it done, we are like infinite beings. Like, the shit don't stop.
Yep.
You're okay with everything. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so fucking I'm at ease, basically.
You've always been that way.
Yeah, but now I'm
now
even
it's-
more.
Now I
I'm
see it with a little more
securely-
structure.
Yeah.
Behind
A lot
it.
more structure.
Well, thank you
I'm
for coming.
happy to say that. Yeah. Sure.
And that's it. That's our episode for Strip Club Conversations. I want to thank Allure for coming and being the guest that she was today.
Thank you.
Expressing everything. It's good to see how much she's grown and it just being a better person and kind of helping me as well with a lot of things that I think about in my mental and giving me good advice on certain things, even though she's younger than me.
Girl, not that young.
yes, you are.
No.
So, and you look beautiful. So, thank you for coming.
You have truly been an inspiration.
Thank you. All right, y'all. That's it.
Yes. You said what?
That was gonna happen with 20 times. She was X-rated because she come on the show. Bitch, come and see what happened.
You know, I just had a situation with him.
X-rated. Why?
I had to block him.
He got a girlfriend. Block him for what?
Recently?
Yeah, he got a girlfriend now.
Oh. I mean, no, this was last year.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I was dealing with him, and he turned me on to a friend, and this guy, weirdo, big weirdo.
X-rated weirdo too a little bit.
He's a big weirdo.
Yeah.
But it was like the nigga was playing with my money, so you already know how that went. Well, bitch.
X-rated do that too, before he goddamn sent you over there.
No, it wasn't even like that. It was more X-rated had done brought a bitch over there, and I'm like, X-rated, I'm not about to get her no money. You threw this on me. The fuck?
She gonna get in the money too.
Girl, because he was trying to fuck with her. You know how you do.
Yep. That he was doing that at Chris Clemens' house.
Hey, who?
Chris Clemens.
Recently?
No, it's probably a couple of years.
Oh,
back.
yeah.
But
Girl, this
he was
nigga.
over their house. He was doing that.
Yeah, I'm like, baby. And then the nigga that he was put me on to about the nigga play. Girl, that nigga don't play for no damn nobody. That nigga is not playing.
Retired.
Not even retired.
Okay.
They don't, excuse me, they don't even want me home. Not trying to be funny. They don't even care about him. I'm like, I'm about to slap this shit out of everybody. In here.
So y'all don't be thinking them niggas be gay when they just put
All on gay.
other niggas like that, and they be weird like that. Y'all don't be scared of
I know they do. No, this one on no sexual shit. This was on a massage and a business level. But the nigga was still playing with
But
my
even
money.
when they be weird like that, you know
I don't
what
even
I'm
fuck
saying?
with him. Because I don't even like people turning me on nobody just because of that. And every time I go outside of my beliefs, that's what happens. You get what I'm
I
saying?
just be scared, bitch, you gonna set me up.
Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. The nigga legit, but he wanted something for
It
that.
ain't plugged up, baby.
Oh, sorry. I see it now. I gotta pee. But yeah, it wasn't that he wasn't legit, he just wanted something for nothing. Like the nigga just got let go from his team. But I ain't the one that's finna get. I don't know you like that.